everybody. It is Friday, January 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. And today isn't just Friday. It's not just the first Friday of 2024. It's your first of 52 Fridays that you're going to get this year. And more importantly, it is the countdown. 11 months from today, we will have our 2024 election.
So after Trump takes back the White House and we finally get rid of your dumbass, what's next for you? Are you going on vacation or like some sort of retirement home?
That's a great question. I already got offers from a couple of adult diaper companies. I mean, I already use their diapers, so I might as well make some money using them, you know. Jill wants to put me in a home, but they don't allow showering with daughters and shit. So I'm not that excited about that option. I think we're just going to wait and see.
So if that did not make you spit coffee everywhere, regardless if you're an Ewok or you're woke, that was some funny fucking shit. And you need to remember to have a good fucking time while you do all this. So quickly, futures are down. Futures are down. But I'll show you over here on the right, over on the left, the Dow Jones, the YM, as you see, still well above the 20-day moving average, whereas the NQ, the ES, and the Russell 2000 have all abandoned the 20-day moving average and are starting to make their way to the 50-day moving average. The NASDAQ got you up to where you are, and it's now the Dow Jones that is saving you from eating a big bag of shit. And with today being that it is Jobs Friday, I threw a trade out there last night. Again, Interactive Brokers, you guys can do it. Other guys, you can do it in the morning if you want to, but we are looking at buying the 46.55 calls, selling the 46.50 calls. These are deep in the money. With a $4.40 credit, you have 60 cents of risk. With a potential, with a close, below 46.50, like laid it all out, of getting a $4.40 credit. Now, I'm no mathematician. That's why I use a calculator. So 0.6 divided by 4.4. Wrong. 4.4 divided by 0.6, something like that. You'd be looking at around roughly a 600% return. So pretty damn good, and pretty good potential on that as well. So before we go into that, I'm going to go over the 32 trades. We've got two so far. I threw out the first one, December 28th. Bring everybody back into focus. We did spreads. We crushed spreads. People have spreads under their belt. They know whether or not they like or don't like spreads. So moving on. 32 trade plan, SQ. Threw it out on December 28th. The January 19th 80 puts are 325. So you don't need to be a rocket scientist. 3.25 times 1.3. 4.23 would be your 30% exit. Very simple. Throw in your trade, close the trade, good till cancel. You're out of the trade at 30%. However, like I've said, these trades, you can manage them however you choose to. Those $3.25 80 puts for January 19th reached up to 12, and over on SQ, it reached that 67.15 that I laid out. Now on to the one from 2 days ago. The McDonald's idea, which luxury of time, having not been able to sleep. I was able to put a video out on this and had it out around 4 o'clock in the morning for you. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Looking for my minus 295 with 290, a big drop. Laid it all out. That was the closing price. We saw it get down to $1.85. Unfortunately, a lot of guys traded it as a day trade because it worked out so quickly. The MCD 240119B295. Now, this is what we look at it from 1 day point of view. Now, 2 days. This is going to yesterday. So your 2-day point of view, we were looking at it here. I was in $1.98, dropped down to $1.82. End of the day was up here above $3. Many people took their trade off because, hey man, fuck, I just did my first one. Oh, Bucky Larson, look at me. Well, you saw it dip down again, and a lot of you guys asked questions. Hey man, can I go back into McDonald's? Absolutely, if you want to. If you want to go for it, go for it. And then you got that monster crush on McDonald's with that big drop that came down. Where are we here? McDonald's, let's throw it up there. Boom, boom, boom. Moving averages are going to make it look a little bit different, and we'll take that one off for now. And yeah, just that 1 minute chart yesterday, everything's just cruising along, and then all of a sudden, boom! And the fries got shaky. So, yes, I am looking at that 290.40. 290.14 is what my target is. There is potential that you could get to 85. So off of this crap and onto what we are sticking with and focused with for now. SPX, nice little move. Let's get that 50-day moving average back up there. Nice little move. And where we are looking very closely at here is this 4650, 4630 area. It's starting to light up. It's really starting to light up. One thing you need to remember, markets don't bottom on Fridays. So in the event we have something very similar, like yesterday, remove the moving averages or the studies. In the event that we are closing today, Friday, and you see that we are closing on the lows on that Friday, don't be some fucking smartass and think that you're going to go buy calls and hold them over the weekend. Markets don't bottom on Fridays. We might get a green day on Monday, yeah, absolutely, but we're most likely going to be looking at a red day, lower low come Tuesday or Wednesday. And next week we have CPI. CPI is, I don't remember. Fuck you, stupid bastard. I'll find it. So the SPX, it is working in our favor, and it is looking to get into that 4650, 4630 area with the understanding that that is both the 4630 being the 23.6 retracement of this entire bounce, where QQQ supported on it yesterday and is busting below it at the moment. So with this now continuing to just flail off, it's more looking like we are in a 1-2, and this is a big, long, nasty 3. And this is nowhere near finding a bottom as of yet, even though we are coming close. And I'll share with you, as I shared in the futures, where we are most likely headed to before we start getting a proper bounce. QQQ, again, this would be your SPX 4640, well below that right now. IWM is in the equivalent of where we are on SPX, not doing too terribly, but again, down here at this 185, having already broken below that 196 area. A drop down on the IWM is going to crush the dreams of every Uber driver, and they're going to be stuck driving Ubers because they were telling everybody, because that's what they were reading, by IWM, it is going to be the biggest runner of 2024. So that's where we're at with that. And bring you over to your SPY, because again, SPY 464.10, which we're 2 points away from, is where your SPX 4643 is. So very decent chance that we do get a chance to see 4650, 4630 today. With today being the jobs report, jobs report's going to make or break it. Later in the afternoon at 1:30, you get Feds barking. So what else do I have up here? The YM, again, here with the YM, here, this big gap from OPEX in December, that's where we're going. That's where we're going. We are going to that gap. As you see, the NQ already going into that gap. Here's your ES. I didn't go and track the RTY, but here's your ES. As you can see here on the ES, On the ES, granted, you got a little bit of an adjustment. You're almost there at your SPX 4640. You're almost there. Almost there. So everything is looking like it is very much targeted to head into that area. And over here on the RTY, as you can see, back to minus 20% from the all-time highs. Complete piece of shits are complete piece of shits. So Citigroup, I emailed out to you, just like I want to make JP Morgan my bitch. Phew. Citigroup, exact same thing. The issue I have with both JP Morgan and Citigroup is they have earnings next week. That's the only reason I haven't issued out a 32 trade play on them, because of earnings. I have a lot of respect for earnings. I don't like playing earnings, but both of these pigs are going to be roasted. Both of them. So Citigroup, you have your email that went out last night. JP Morgan, we've talked about it all week long. And last but not least, the VIX. We've got a little bit of a gap up here on the VIX, right above the 50-day moving average. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Like it when you go and gap up above big problems. So bigger, broader, wider picture. This VIX is just coming to where we had that 80-point drop going back 2 weeks ago. Not yet breaking up into that 1451 area, and a hell of a lot of work before we can even start pressuring that 1542. Can we get it today? Maybe. Can we get 1622 today? We get 1622 today. You're going to be seeing QQQ 380s. You're going to be seeing SPY in the 450s. And that was the reason why we were loaded up into the March SPY QQQ positions. So have a great morning. Enjoy the hell out of your coffee. And don't forget.
Mufasa, you know we finally here, right?
Well,
It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday. Hey, hey, Let's go! What?